Let's talk commodity fragrances. Commodity Fragrances sent me their entire exploration kit, so we're gonna go through it together. Now, this is not sponsored in any way. It was gifted to me, but these are my own opinions, my own thoughts. I'm not being paid to make this video at all. So I'm gonna give you my truthful opinion. Commodity was founded in 2013. They are an American fragrance brand. They have this modern, sleek branding about them, but the point of their brand is simplicity. So what they tried to do is simplify fragrance. Fragrance can be very overwhelming when you're looking at notes, when you're looking at accords, when you're reading reviews of them and people are like, oh, this smells like a red wine baked in butter croissant, and you know what I mean? They have 6 fragrances: book, gold, juice, milk, moss, and paper. For each fragrance, they have a scent room. There are 3 scent rooms. Personal, which means this is like a skin scent. I don't really want people to notice what I'm wearing. I kind of want to smell it, but not that strongly. I want it to be a whisper of a fragrance on me. Then they have expressive. This is the original fragrance. This is just the regular version of that fragrance. So it's a little bit strong. The longevity is a little bit more than personal. It's not too strong. And then the third category is bold, which is exotic notes, much more intense of a fragrance. This is where you want other people to be like, girl, what are you wearing? Their exploration kit that is $46 is made up like this. Here are these 6 fragrances. And then they have a scent room for each fragrance. So they have the personal one, the expressive one, which is the original fragrance, and the bold plus. For example, if you're drawn towards something called juice, you would try a juice, and one would be the normal scent, one would be a much softer version of juice, and one would be a much more stronger version of juice. So you can figure out what kind of space you'd like to be in terms of fragrance. So hopefully that wasn't even more confusing. I feel like trying to describe it is more confusing than actually doing it. With that in mind, we're just going to jump right in with trying the fragrances. I actually have gotten a few recommendations like in comments from people telling me to try certain ones from them. So I am very intrigued. Let's try book because it sounds cozy and I'm not sure where that's going. Dry, woody pages bound together by a crisp cover. A trilogy of nostalgic, crisp, woody scents centered around cedarwood and sandalwood. So I would choose book from the expressive, the middle ground, and then I'm gonna try book in all 3 categories. Book in personal scent space, book in expressive, and book in bold plus. Book sounds very cozy. I'm hoping that's the vibe that we're gonna get. They suggest starting with the expressive one, which is the middle ground, and then trying the other 2. This crisp, woody fragrance tips its hat to the Hemingways and Fitzgeralds of the world, conjuring the warmth of a quiet moment curled up with a good book. Its complex blend of eucalyptus, cypress, and creamy sandalwood results in an unexpectedly fresh scent. Oh, it's interesting. It's a very woody, powdery scent, very musky. It does have vibes of a Le Labo fragrance. I'm trying to figure out which one. Maybe Teh Matcha. Oh, it smells like it kind of smells like a milky mildew. I know that's probably not an amazing thing to smell, but it kind of smells like that to me. This is the expressive one. Okay. The expressive one kind of smells like a cucumber watery, milky, woody mildew scent, which I guess I kind of get. Book, to me, I was thinking more of like no, actually I do get it. I do kind of understand what they're going for. Okay, so that was expressive. Let's try it in personal, which is the lightest one. The addition of black tea and skin musk places an emphasis on freshness in this aromatic rendition. Oh, that one's so much nicer. It smells a little bit like mildew to me. I'm not sure why. Like wet book pages, you know? And then like your book swells up to twice its size because the pages are wet. That's what it kind of smells like. I'm kind of nervous to smell bold plus because expressive was pretty strong. Let's try bold plus. I'm curious what that will smell like. A bravado of our bestseller, amplified with the addition of smoky, velvety musks. I'm not a fan of this one. So I do smell a difference though. So the personal one is a really light, musky, mildewy, woody scent. Then the expressive one, which is kind of in the middle, is just stronger of that. Like it's much more, I can picture like a wet book. And the Bold Plus one is a little bit, like just a little bit smokier in my mind, just a little bit more intense. Not crazy different though. I think it's interesting. It's like the same scent, but slightly different. Of the three, I definitely prefer Personal Book one, but in general, Book I don't think is for me. It smells a little bit like mildew. I will try the one I like from each category on my skin. The one I like is Book Personal. I like it much more on the skin. In general, I really like musky skin scents. I love just like the natural smelling, like sexiness of your own scent kind of. And I think that's why I really gravitate towards the Personal ones, or I will gravitate towards the Personal ones in this brand. But on the skin, I think the tea scent comes out a little bit more on the skin. It's less mildew, more tea. And I also smell more of a woodiness there. Next up, we have Gold. Strong, sleek, and sophisticated, just like the precious commodity itself. Creamy vanilla wrapped in effervescent musk and molten amber. Rich enough to bathe in, this decadent fragrance is an intoxicating journey to one's innermost desires, thoughts, and impulses. We're gonna start out with the original scent, which is just Gold in the expressive category. My foot is so asleep, it's tingling like crazy, and it's like half wanting me to, like, I wanna laugh because it feels like a tickle, but also it's annoying. Oh no. Oh no. This is vanilla. This is definitely a warm toned vanilla. I will say though, it doesn't smell super synthetic. I would say it leans more into the actual like rich vanilla bean category of vanilla. I don't know if it's because I'm just so sensitive to vanilla. I can't get much else from this one. Like again, it's musky and light, but it's still vanilla bean, you know? Now let's try the Personal version. This skin scent is a molecular whisper of the original. An effortless vanilla shares the spotlight with ISO E Super. Oh, this one's much nicer. It's still very vanilla. Ow. It's still very vanilla, but the Personal one is just so much more musky and light and not as intense of a vanilla. It is like, it's a whisper of vanilla versus the expressive one. So again, I feel like I'm just gonna like the Personal ones in general, but we have to try Bold Plus, which I can already tell you that is really not gonna be my thing. For those who dare to be bold and admired, this unapologetically rich fragrance is overflowing with vanilla, spices, and smoke. This one is way more aromatic. I didn't expect them to be this different. I think Book was quite similar to the other, but this one I noticed a really intense difference actually. Gold Plus, so the bold one, is much more of an aromatic vanilla to me. Nutmeg, saffron, patchouli. Patchouli, that's it. That's the thing that's coming through that makes it much more aromatic. So these are actually quite different. I would say the original Gold, not for me. It just smells like vanilla bean. I don't mind. We're gonna try the Personal one on this arm and then the Gold Plus on the other arm because I'm just curious how it like lays, you know? It's pretty vanilla-y. It's a musky vanilla. So I think it's too vanilla for me, but that one is nice. I like that one. Ooh, I don't like Bold Plus either. The patchouli in the Gold Plus one is too much. It's too heavy. No. Next up, we have Juice. Juice, I know, is their bestseller, and they just had their 1-year anniversary, and they actually sent me their Juice fragrance, but I ended up giving it away because it was too juicy for me, but I will test it out regardless in this video. The liquid obtained from or present in red fruits and vegetables, a mouth-watering trilogy of fragrances featuring strawberry, raspberry, and rhubarb. Rhubarb has been in a lot of fragrances that I've tried recently. I don't know if it's just like a trend of some sort, but it's definitely very popular this summer. I remember this one. This is a really quite strong rhubarb scent. It really just smells like juice, honestly, which is why it's not for me. It's just too juicy for me. I just don't want to smell like rhubarb juice, you know? So that one is very straightforward. Our newest fragrance will make your mouth water just thinking about it. Perfectly ripe strawberry, rhubarb, and raspberry pulp are blended until smooth with a base of amberwood. It's exactly it. It really just smells like a juice that you'd want to drink. Now let's try the personal one. Fresh violet leaf makes for a sparkling interpretation of juice that showcases the transparent side of ripe red fruits. This one's not for me either. It still smells like a rhubarb juice, just lighter and muskier. I will say this one is a little bit more bubbly and effervescent than the expressive one. Now Bold Plus, this must really smell like juice. A deep, dense marmalade. This jammier rendition of juice has been steeped in vetiver, patchouli, and amberwood. This one has like some spices happening. It smells much more like summer simmer pot. It's definitely stronger, but it smells heavier, like more, you know, a little bit more intricate and a little bit more, I think there's patchouli in it, but it's not super heavy with patchouli. This one I think I prefer of the juice collection. Okay, I do definitely prefer this one over the expressive one, but I still don't like it. It really smells like food, basically. You know what I mean? Like it smells like a rhubarb, strawberry, raspberry, delicious something that I want to put on my toast. Next. Milk. I love a good milky fragrance. I have Dead Cool milk. I tried a bunch with milk in them. And I just find them very like creamy, but not sweet. So when I'm able to like layer a milk scent with my other fragrances, just add some depth to it, you know? An opaque white liquid rich in sweet creams and fresh woods. A trilogy of caressing woody scents filled with marshmallow, tonka bean, and mahogany wood. That's unfortunate. Why do they have to? And I was just saying how it's not sweet, but this one apparently has marshmallow in it, which is not my, wouldn't say my most favorite one. But let's start with the original milk. Ugh. This smells like a sweet, like a really artificial sweet scent. I wish it didn't have to be sweet. I wish it could just be like a milky fragrance. Like I would love a woody milky fragrance. I think that's so beautiful. This is like a vanilla milky woody fragrance. Let's try the personal one. A lustrous bouquet of amber, musk, and light woods wears like a sweet and cozy hug. This one's light. Oh. This one smells much softer, which obviously it should in the personal category, but this one just smells lighter and daintier and a little bit more fresh. It's a very simple scent. I'm gonna wear it. I'm gonna try this one because I do like a musk, obviously. I wonder if on the skin it's gonna pull a little too sweet, bold. Rich with notes of firewood and amber, a smoky, sweet, and inviting scent to be worn with confidence. Oh, that one's awful. Sorry. Oof. It's just so intense. I wish it just didn't have sweetness in this. I wish it was just like a take on a woody patchouli milk versus a woody milk versus like a ambery, cozy milk. I don't get a lot of the smoke. Maybe I'll wear this one. Okay, let's wear this one to see if we can get that smoky thing because I don't smell that much of a difference. Yeah, I can smell a smoky-ish. It's still like a sweet, sickly sweet, vanilla, fluffy, creamy, now smoky fragrance. It's just not for me, but I can smell the wood once it's on me. I think of those three, the personal one is definitely the one I'd go for, but I wouldn't, it's just too sweet for me. Next up, we have moss, and I'm hoping this is a petrichor fragrance. I think this one and the last one, which is paper, were two that were recommended to me like on some of my comments on my TikTok. So let's try it. A fresh, green, and earthy plant that lacks true roots. The trilogy of fresh green scents highlights bergamot, oak moss, and petitgrain. This is a petrichor fragrance. The kind of petrichor that I really like is not necessarily the very realistic petrichor fragrances, kind of like moss, where it really smells like an aromatic moss scent. I like the more like metaphorical ones, like Bay 19 by Le Labo is like the perfect one for me. But this one is nice. It really does smell like a fresh green moss, like Pacific Northwest, and it's like you're breathing in that fresh forest air and it like cuts your throat a little bit because it's so cold. That one's nice. Not for me because of how realistic it is, but I do like that one. Green and woody with a touch of morning dew. This blend of oak moss, cedarwood, and petitgreen is reminiscent of a walk through the woods at dawn, wet, cool, clean, and reviving. 100% that's what I got. I think if you like a realistic petrichor earthy scent, moss, very straightforward. Next up, let's try personal. Ooh, a musky moss scent? I am intrigued. Oh. Not sure about this one. This one smells quite medicinal. Notes of citrus and fresh cut greens are carried in a molecular cloud of musk, ultra fresh and airy. It definitely is fresh. It kind of reminds me of like a pine bathroom freshener. It smells like pine to me. I think I like the expressive one more. Now the bold one. The freshness of juniper berry and the depth of patchouli result in something of a gentleman's tonic, a bold and modern take of the original. Oh, this smells like soap. It smells like a really, really clean pine soap. Very fresh. Between the three, I definitely prefer the expressive one because it really just does smell like a petrichor moss forest scent. The personal one smells like a bathroom freshener or something like that. And then the bold one smells like a soap. It's very strong, like forest pine though, specifically to me. So I like that. Maybe as a room spray or a soap, like a Red Dead Redemption 2 like tincture bottle for like a men's beard oil or something could smell like that. And the last of their discovery set is paper. And I think someone commented this one as well to me. Crisp sheets manufactured from the pulp of wood, a trilogy of true molecular skin scents thanks to sandalwood and ISO E Super. I feel like I'm gonna like this one, but I also don't want to jinx myself. Paper celebrates creamy sandalwood as a skin scent. The dry down reveals a crisp cedarwood reminiscent of fresh linen, a unique scent experience for each wearer. Wow, they're not joking. This is so musky. It's really light. I like this one. It's like a creamy, woody scent. It's what I thought milk was gonna be, but this smells like a creamy, woody paper scent. It really does. Like this one smells like a musk, so I don't know what paper in the personal scent room is gonna be. I like it. Now let's go try the personal one, which how can I get it any muskier? Oh. Okay, I have to wear this one because right now I just smell like alcohol. And not like a drinking alcohol, like a sterilization, like alcohol. This one really is a Your Skin But Better. Barely has a scent. I think maybe wearing this one with another perfume would change its scent a little bit because it's changing with your chemistry. So there's really not much you can smell in comparison. Paper comes to life on the skin, best described as Your Skin But Better. Its molecular amber opening makes this counterpart sweeter than the original. Yeah, I think like mixing that with another fragrance might be interesting, but I barely smell it. Let's try Paper Bold. Wow, this one's light too. Okay, these are all molecular based. Like these are so light. Oh, I do kind of like this one. By bold, I mean you can kind of smell something else. Paper is very light. When you wear it, you might smell something different to what I smell, which I find very interesting. But of the three, I prefer the expressive one, so the original, and then the Bold Plus, which is really interesting. So that was all of the scents. My thoughts overall on Commodity. I think the idea that Commodity has, or the idea that they put forth, they're trying to make fragrances more accessible and simple to the average consumer. And I think that's a great idea. And I do think they have a great system that they've kind of nailed down. For me, I don't think the scents are different enough from each other. Like I wish they had a floral one in there. And floral seemed to be, for me at least, the big one that was missing. I love a floral scent, so I would have loved to see the difference between the scent spaces or the scent rooms of a floral one. All in all, my favorites were Moss Expressive and then Paper Bold. Will I go out and purchase them? Probably not. I don't think they intrigued me, or I didn't like them enough in order to spend money on. I think a full bottle at Commodity is $160. It's a pretty penny for a fragrance like that. But I mean, if you're looking for a very simple, straightforward fragrance, I definitely think you can find your fragrance with this. I do think it's great that they exist because I also agree that fragrance can be very overwhelming at times. And I like how they simplified it. And it is really simple. The instructions, the booklet, Everything was very, very, very straightforward. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in my next. Bye.